So I started a book channel and I'm a little nervous about it. For those of you who don't know, I have another channel where I vlog my life here in Southern California, and I also take you with me as I discover more about Japan, which is the country that I was born in but not raised in. I started to realize that I had a lot of footage of just me reading or talking about books, and it was like I was talking to no one because that footage literally went nowhere on my main channel. So here we are. Welcome to my book channel. For my first video, I decided to do this Booktube Newbie Tag where we could get to know each other on a book level. And I'm going to answer 10 questions all about my reading journey, why I started this channel, and just all the book questions. So let's just get into it. Okay, so question number 1 is, why did you start this channel? So I started this channel because I just wanted to have a place where I could just unapologetically talk about books and just find a community of people who also loved books, where we could just exchange ideas and talk about books and give each other book recommendations. I felt like on my main channel, where again, you'll mostly find daily vlogs and just vlogs about Japan. There's a ton of Japan travel guides. I really struggled with talking about books on my main channel because I just felt like that's not what people were subscribing to me for. And I don't know if it was like an insecurity thing or whatever, but I just didn't feel as comfortable talking about books there. And so I wanted to create this channel and make it kind of a safe book space where we could just nerd out, talk about books, and just go all in on the book talk. Oh, I also want to shout out my mom because my mom is also an avid reader, and she is the one who actually told me that I should start a book channel because for the past months, she has been one of my few reader friends, and I have just been talking nonstop about books to her, and she was the one who recommended me to start my own book channel. Shout out to you, Mom. Mother knows best. I listen to you. So this channel is also for you. Okay. Enough with the cheesiness. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? So I've always loved reading, and ever since I was a little kid was a really avid reader, but I kind of fell off the reading game like when I was in college and starting my career after college and my young adulthood. So yeah, I feel like I fell off the book wagon a bit, and I got back into reading this past fall and have just been diving headfirst into it ever since. And yeah, just to bring it back to the question, what I can bring to Booktube, I think, is just me being a new reader again. Like, there are just so many wildly popular authors that I have just not had the chance to read a single book from yet, or there's just all these popular books that everyone is saying is their favorite and I have not had the chance to read yet. So I'm just excited to just come into this head first as like a new reader again, and just I'm excited to discover new books with you, like whether they be your old favorites or new releases that are just coming out. Yeah, I don't know, it's just all these authors and all these books. I'm just excited to share my new reader-ness to Booktube, and yeah, I'm just excited for my own personal journey on this channel and just with reading in general. I hope that made sense. I'm getting a little nervous now. I don't know why. Okay. What are you most excited about for this channel? I am honestly most excited just to have book friends, like just have more book friends to just talk about books with, again, share book recommendations with. Yeah, that point blank I think is just what I'm most excited about for this channel. Also, I feel like for this channel, I'm excited just to have a space where I can just freely let go and just talk about books. I just get very excited when I read books, especially if I love them. So I am also excited to now have a space where I can share that excitement with others. Why do you love reading? I love reading because it helps me to better understand different people's perspectives or different things' perspective. I just love how when you're reading, you're able to really put yourself in someone else's shoes and just see the world from their perspective. And it just helps you like understand those like little nuances that just may mean the world to someone else, but like you think nothing of yourself. I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but I just really love how books help you learn empathy. And I also love how books allows you to just transport yourself to different worlds and places. It like transcends space and time kind of, because like I love historical fiction fiction because it allows me to just be transported back to a certain time period and experience certain things. Or I love how I can be transported to this like fae-filled fairyland with like talking dwarves. It's really cool how with books it allows you to travel without moving. And yeah, I don't know, reading is just fun. And I love how there's a book for every mood that I'm in. Like whether it's I want to be productive or I want to be transported to, again, a fae-filled land with like magical fairies or like wizards. I don't know. It's just fun. So that's why I love reading. What book or series got you into reading? Nancy Drew, Babysitter's Club, Little House on the Prairie, which now that I'm saying that out loud, it's kind of funny because I feel like that was my first taste into really loving mysteries and historical fiction. Oh, and also when Harry Potter came out, that just took my reading to a whole different level. I just remember being so excited when the books were releasing, and yeah, Harry Potter was life when Harry Potter came out. Question 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I guess my main question would be like, how do you keep reading fun and not let the pressure of putting a good video up get to you? That would be my main question. Question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a YouTube channel will be hardest to overcome? So, like I said, I already have a YouTube channel, but the biggest challenge that continues to persist for me, and I imagine is probably going to continue for this channel as well, would be to just not take negative comments or feedback too personally. And I always like to quote Jinx Monsoon and tell myself, like, water off a duck's back, just like let the negativity slide, don't let it stick to me. It's not worth it. So yeah, I think that's going to be the biggest challenge because it persists and is the biggest challenge for me on my other channel is to, yeah, water off a duck's back. Let's not let the negative comments or anything just get to me, and just, this channel is supposed to be fun. Like I think that's going to be the biggest challenge too, is just to not put so much pressure on myself and to remember that I started this channel from pure love of reading and wanting to build a community. So just gonna keep reminding myself that water off a duck's back and to just have fun. Number 8. When did you start reading? I don't even know. I do not even know when I started reading. I feel like I started reading the minute I could read because, again, my mom has always been an avid reader, and when I was little, she just completely led by example because I would always see her reading. Like wherever we went, she would always have a book, and I feel like it was from that example and by seeing her reading, it made me, I was like, I want to be like you. I want to be like my mom. I want to be a reader. So the minute I could read, I swear my face was in a book. Like if I wasn't playing basketball, if I wasn't in a play or something like that, my head was in a book, period. So thank you, Mom. Where do you read? I read mostly at home, or when I'm traveling, I will read on the plane, or when I'm in Japan. I love carrying my Kindle around because I love just whipping out the Kindle on the train. It just completely helps pass the time. And one thing I'm trying to do more of here in Southern California is to get out of the house more and find different places to read outside of the home. So that is something that I am really looking forward to starting, especially this summer with the weather being hot, just getting out, exploring new places to read. So where I read, everywhere, or trying to read everywhere. Last but definitely not least, question number 10. What kind of books do you read? I am honestly all over the place with the type of books I like to read. I like reading anything from historical fiction, general lit, chick lit, business books if I feel like it, fantasy, romantasy, cozy fantasy I've discovered this year, romance books, mystery, thriller, science fiction I just started to get into. I like everything. I even like YA books. I don't know. I'm such a huge mood reader. Whatever floats my boat at that moment, whatever I feel like is calling to me at that time, I will read. I'm very open to all sorts of genres, so if you have any book recommendations and you are unsure if it's in a genre I like, trust me, I will still add it to my list because who knows, I may actually find a time where I just feel like that type of book and I will read it. All right, so yeah, that is it. That is all 10 questions of this Booktube Newbie Tag. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me a little bit more, and I am so excited to start this book channel journey with you all. I already have so many video ideas for this channel, and yeah. All right, I will see you guys in the next one.